Assassin's Creed Syndicate, released by Ubisoft in 2015, is set in the sprawling atmospheric landscape of Victorian London during the Industrial Revolution. The game introduced players to the Three Twins, Jacob and Evie, who lead the player through a dark yet vibrant world of political intrigue, gang warfare, and the class struggle of 18th century. In addition to the expansive narrative, Syndicate features an intricate stealth system giving players the ability to navigate the shadows of London streets, alleyways and rooftops as they dismantle the oppressive forces of the Templar Order. Syndicate captures the bustling energy of Victorian London in incredible detail. The city is divided into 7 districts: Westminster, the Strand, the City of London, Southwark, Lambeth, Whitechapel and the Thames, each with distinct characteristics. From the polished government buildings of Westminster, where Parliament looms over the Thames, to the grimy slums of Whitechapel, where the crime runs rampant. The game's world is a living, breathtaking representation of this era. The industrial elements of the time, factories spewing black smoke into the sky, children working in labor camps, and crowded markets are all rendered vividly to immerse the player in a time of great societal change. The historical authenticity of the world is further intricate through the real-life characters and locations. Players encounter prominent figures like Charles Dickens, Charles Darwin, and Karl Marx, among others. These interactions help ground the fictional narrative within the context of real historical events, giving players a deeper representation for the time period. Famous landmarks like Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, and St. Paul's Cathedral dominate the skyline, offering both a visual feast and strategic points of interest in the game's stealth mechanics. Additionally, the game's inclusion of the Thames River as a navigable route offers a unique twist to traditional Assassin's Creed gameplay. Here players can hijack barges, engage in both base combat, or use the river to escape after a stealth mission. The dynamic environments of London, filled with moving carriages, trains and boats, reflect the rapid urbanization and industrial growth of the time, creating an excitement, ever-changing playground for the player. The franchise has long been defined by its stealth-based gameplay, and Syndicate continues this tradition while introducing the new elements that evolve the formula. The game's protagonists, Jacob and Evie Fry, offer different playstyles when it comes to stealth. While Jacob favors a more aggressive, hands-on approach to combat and infiltration, Evie is designed to be a master of stealth, making her the ideal choice for players who prefer a more subtle approach. One of the most important tools in Syndicate, in fact, is the iconic Hidden Blade, which allows for silent assassinations, whether the player is perched on a rooftop or hiding in a crowd. The Hidden Blade offers quick, efficient kills that minimize attention. This mechanic, a hallmark of the series, remains central to the stealth experience. However, Syndicate offers more modern tools to enhance the stealth experience, fitting with its Victorian setting. The addition of the rope launcher, for example, revolutionizes traversal stealth tactics. With this device, players can quickly zip across buildings or rappel up structures, making it easier to stay out of sight while moving across London's crowded rooftops. The launcher significantly speeds up movement and opens up new opportunities for aerial assassinations, as well as helping players evade guards when they are spotted. Social stealth, a staple in previous Assassin's Creed games, is also present in Syndicate. Players can blend in the crowds, use disguises, or hide in plain sight among the working class. In the crowded streets of London, disappearing into the masses is an effective way to avoid detection. The chaotic urban environment, with its dense population and numerous hiding places, provides a perfect setting for these tactics. Players can walk calmly through enemy territories, mingle with the bystanders, and slip into cover unnoticed. This system emphasizes the importance of timing and patience, as rushing through areas or carelessly taking guards can quickly draw unwanted attention. Adding to the stealth mechanics is the new gang warfare feature. Jacob and Evie work to take control of London's criminal underworld by battling rival gangs controlled by the Templars. Players can infiltrate enemy gang hideouts and use stealth to eliminate key targets, gradually weakening the Templar stronghold in the city. The stealth aspects here are crucial, as attacking directly often leads to being overwhelmed. Instead, players can choose to silently eliminate gang leaders or use sabotage to dismantle operations from within. In Syndicate also incorporates a more tactical element to stealth gameplay with the addition of environment interactions. Players can lure guards by whistling or throwing objects, distract enemies using firecrackers, or trigger environmental wizards, such as causing heavy objects to fall on enemies. These tools add depth to the stealth mechanics, encouraging players to think critically and plan their moves carefully. Evie Fry's stealth abilities further distinguish the game. She has such access to unique skills that allow her to become invisible when standing still in cover, adding an extra layer of strategy to stealth encounters. This ability, combined with her quiet movement and proficiency with throwing knives, make her one of the most effective assassins in the franchise. Moreover, stealth in Syndicate is seamlessly integrated into the mission design. Many objects require the player to carefully navigate restricted areas, avoid patrols, and eliminate targets without raising alarms. The open world structure allows for multiple approaches to this task, giving players freedom to tackle challenges using their preferred playstyle. Whether through methodical calculated moves or high risk, high reward tactics, the game ensures that stealth is always a rewarding and satisfying experience. In conclusion, Syndicate is a rich and immersive entry in the franchise that excels both in world building and stealth gameplay. Victoria London, with its detailed streets and historical landmarks, serve as a perfect backdrop for the game's stealth-driven narrative. The introduction of new tools like the rope launcher and the refined mechanics for stealth interaction gives players unparalleled control over how they approach missions, whether playing as Jacob with his more aggressive style or Evie, the master of stealth. The game offers a satisfying balance of action, exploration, and stealth that defines the best of the franchise, or at least one of the best in the memory.